Have you ever faced a problem, maybe big, maybe small, and just felt completely, overwhelmed trying to figure out why it even happened? What if there was this powerful visual shortcut, something to help you break it all down and find the actual answers? Say we're doing a deep dive into the Ishikawa diagram. You might know it as the Fishbone diagram, or cause and effect. Our mission really is to show you how this pretty clever tool acts almost like a precision instrument for pinpointing those root causes and fundamentally elevating quality control, whatever the situation.
Yeah, and what's really fascinating here is that, okay, it started on factory floors, right? But it's not just some technical diagram. It's actually a way of thinking. It can untangle really complex situations, bring clarity almost anywhere you can imagine.
Okay, all right, let's unpack this then. We talk about root causes a lot, but this fishbone diagram, how does it specifically help us see them, unearth them, and where did it even come from?
Well, at its core, it's a causal diagram. It was popularized by Kaoru Ishikawa back in the 1960s. He was a true pioneer in quality management, especially notable work at the Kawasaki shipyards. Honestly, he's considered one of the founding fathers of modern management. And this diagram, it's one of his 7 basic tools of quality. You know the look, right? The classic fishbone shape. The head is the problem, the effect you're seeing, and then the main bones fanning out from the spine. Those are your major categories of potential causes.
Okay.
And then off those major bones, you get these smaller ribs for the more specific potential root causes. You can drill down, level after level if you need to. It's genius, I think, is that it forces this really comprehensive multi-angle view of a problem. Stops you jumping to the easy, maybe superficial answers.
Right, right. And here's something really interesting I read. It was famously used by Mazda Motors in developing the Miata sports car.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool. That speaks volumes about real-world application, not just theory.
Totally. It's not just about building a good engine in that case. It's about precision, anticipating every potential flaw. So why is this diagram such a game changer for quality control? Well, first, its visual simplicity isn't just about making it easy to look at. It's almost like a powerful cognitive hack. It forces teams to visualize these complex interdependencies, which prevents that kind of tunnel vision, helps uncover connections, between problems and their underlying causes that might not be obvious at first glance. So it's visual, easy to grasp. But beyond that, what are the deeper advantages, especially when you get a diverse team actually brainstorming with it?
Well, that's where it really transforms how teams problem solve. It's just an ideal tool for group brainstorming because it gives everyone a structured framework to contribute their perspective.
So it moves beyond just, listing random ideas. It forces people to categorize, to logically group potential causes. That really enriches the analysis and honestly significantly improves identifying those critical, maybe subtle areas within a process. Helps you see the forest and the trees, as they say.
Okay, so connecting this to the bigger picture. These logical categories, they aren't just for neatness, are they? How do they actually change how we find the real root cause?
That's exactly where the deep insight comes from. Root cause analysis fundamentally is about revealing these precise relationships between different variables. And the categories, they guide that discovery. Causes tend to emerge, often from brainstorming, like we said, and then they get grouped onto those main branches. And often you'll use a technique like the 5 whys right alongside
The
it.
5 whys.
Yeah, you just repeatedly ask why for each potential cause. Why did that happen? Okay, and why did that happen? You keep going until you hit that ultimate root. It sounds almost, deceptively simple, but getting to that 4th or 5th why can often reveal some really surprising things about a problem you thought you understood.
Interesting.
And while, sure, you can customize categories for your specific problem, there are common models that give you a really powerful starting point. Like in manufacturing, you'll often bump into the 5 M's.
The 5 M's.
Right. Manpower, or sometimes mind power, machine, material, method, and measurement, sometimes called medium. These really came out of lean manufacturing, the Toyota production system. Those really rigorous quality improvement approaches like Six Sigma, which aims for almost perfect processes.
Okay, the 5 M's make sense for manufacturing. But how does this idea, this cause analysis principle, work in totally different fields? Say, marketing, or even healthcare. Are there different bones for the fish?
That really highlights a crucial insight, doesn't it? Root causes aren't universal. What causes a defect on an assembly line is fundamentally different from why a marketing campaign might underperform.
Yeah, totally different worlds.
Exactly. So for product marketing, you might use something like the 8 Ps. Product, price, place, promotion, people, process, physical evidence, and performance. And in service industries, maybe the 4 or 5 S's: surroundings, suppliers, systems, skill. And sometimes safety gets added in there, recognizing these distinct causal landscapes. That's key to using the tool effectively. It makes it incredibly adaptable.
So knowing all this background, its flexibility,
Hmm.
where have you seen the Ishikawa diagram really, like, shine?
Yeah.
Not just as a theory, but making a tangible difference for our listeners.
Oh, its versatility is pretty remarkable. It's widely adopted, truly, for quality, efficiency, safety issues across so many industries. And manufacturing, sure, automotive, electronics, it's fundamental there for reducing defects in production. Six Sigma, Lean, they rely on it. But also the food industry, critical for safety, for regulatory compliance. The pharmaceutical sector uses it heavily for process validation, quality control, making sure product integrity is there from, say, formulation right through to storage. But honestly, you see it making a real difference in aerospace, construction, education, healthcare. Really, anywhere structured problem solving can help foster that culture of continuous improvement.
Wow. Okay, so this deep dive has definitely shown us how a seemingly simple visual tool, the Ishikawa diagram, can be incredibly powerful. Really helps break down complex problems, identify those often hidden root causes.
It really is a testament to the power of structured thinking, isn't it? And maybe this raises an important question for you, the listener. How might applying this kind of precise visual approach, how might it not just solve a specific problem, but maybe fundamentally transform how you approach challenges in your daily life, in your work, even beyond what you might typically think of as, quality control?